My name is Blain Cellars, and my experience with Calgary started at the General Hospital 6 decades ago. Sequentially, I lived in Sunnyside, Briar Hill, and acreage near Langdon, Forest Heights, Bankview, Douglasdale, Oak Ridge, Lake Bonavista Downs, and now Bridgeland. Please vote no to the blanket rezoning. I draw your attention to the fact that your vote is about far more than blanket rezoning. Some of you will vote yes because you were endorsed by Calgary's future in the last election and you want to retain that endorsement. Some of you, including Mayor Gondek and Councillor Carraw, will vote yes because you think you know best. You interpret your election win to be a mandate to do what you think is best, and it therefore doesn't matter what the citizens think. You believe that history will prove you to be right. Councillors inclined to vote yes, city bureaucrats promoting this, and people advocating for it, please look more honestly and earnestly at things, keeping in mind the tendencies of confirmation bias and willful blindness. First, let's check for incongruencies. If I park a small trailer in front of my house, I will be fined, even if it's parked securely and safely. Parking an RV there is unsightly for neighbors and the community, so the limit is 36 hours. If stuff in my yard is left there for too long, a neighbor can complain and the city will take action against me. If I don't mow my lawn, a neighbor can complain and the city will take action against me. If I knock down my house and build a huge multi-unit infill, my neighbor's complaints will pretty much fall on deaf ears. Let's say the citywide zoning change gets passed. I could kick out my renter. Yes, you're right. That will make the housing situation worse. I could knock down my old house and haul it to the dump. Yeah, that's environmentally friendly. About 2 years from now, 4 or more families will pay about $600,000 each for a fraction of what existed originally at the same price. The immediate neighbors are unhappy and the community is impacted in a way that's vastly more significant and permanent than a messy yard. But what do I care? I walk away with a profit of about $300,000. Councillor Carraw, you said to me recently, communities change. Yes. But changes should be respectful of the immediate neighbors, respectful of the broader community, and respectful of the planners that designed the communities in the first place. Planners that put townhouses in high density close to transit, fancy homes on the lake, Councillor Walcott, for anyone that wants to work hard and build wealth, and less expensive homes in the Downs that don't have lake access. As a planner yourself, Councillor Carraw, it didn't make sense that you would support blanket upzoning. While creating this presentation, I discovered a quote. You referred to universal upzoning as the nuclear option. Now I understand. We all want everyone to have reasonably priced housing options, and we all want to be good stewards of the environment. When I was looking for an image for this, I noticed that most of the drawings had a yard. Go figure. Even imaginations of little children are aligned with what developers have been providing for generations, which myself and others are now trying to protect. The bureaucrats in the City Hall Planning Department are probably all nice people with good intentions, but that doesn't change the fact that the proposed blanket rezoning change will contribute very little to the objective of alleviating the housing crisis. For the environment and greenhouse gas emissions, no one has done the math. I even took the time to attend the Calgary Climate Hub's AGM and asked their new executive director, Jared Bluestein, about this. Unprecedented immigration rates are the reason the demand has exceeded the supply. The housing industry is building a record number of homes and they are maxed out. The proposed blanket rezoning change won't get more homes built. There are no idle tradespeople to build them. So, let's start by collectively telling the federal government to ease up on the immigration and be more selective. Thinking outside the box, let's amend some bylaws and let people park their RVs around the city and rent them out. By the end of about 2 weeks, we can flood the market with supply. No more housing crisis. As homes to buy and rent become available, people will gradually transition. This makes sense to me. People bought a cute old house in a neighborhood with other cute old houses, and they're working together to preserve their tiny piece. Communities of Lake Bonavista, Douglasdale, Mackenziestown, and many others have an intentional character by design. If you pass the blanket rezoning, you may get an avalanche of applications from people that want to protect the historic character of their homes. As far as I know, Garrison Woods was a good project. What's happening with Curry Barracks? Let's increase the density where C trains now exist and let homeowners in Lake Bonavista Downs and elsewhere do basement suites and suites over their garage to whatever extent they want, maintaining the character of their communities. Let's be sensible. Let's not open a Pandora's box with a naive hope. To the supporters of blanket upzoning, you are asking for great troubles and misfortune to be unleashed on hundreds of thousands of homeowners. Going forward, how much support from them will you get? Councillors that voted no to a plebiscite, some of you maybe did so because you thought it was a waste of time, because the opinions of people were already very clear. The next election, there will likely be a weeding out of politicians that think they know best and are not willing to listen to people. Jason Kenney stopped listening to people, and regular people from across the province successfully weeded him out. There's an abundance of wisdom out there, and great ideas can come from the most unconventional places. People are not as polarized as it seems. Politicians that effectively engage citizens and build consensus will be the ones that are the most successful.